course, I mean, we talk about it a lot. You know, if people of the faiths have certain common principles under which they can have a conversation, it's not too hard to differ, and we respect each other's humanity. I mean, if both parties to the dialogue, you know, Michael, in my case, this is certainly true, believe there should be two states. There should be an Israeli state and a Palestinian state, and that they should be treat each other fairly and with dignity and security. We may differ on this or that, but we have a place from which to carry on a conversation. It makes no sense if someone actually believes it should be a Jewish state or it should be a Palestinian, or totally democratic state. Either one of those two things would create an impossibility for us to have a conversation. And when that impossibility comes up, it's probably best not to not have interfaith dialogue, but to probably move away from that subject, because it's clear that the beginnings are so different that we're probably not going to get anywhere.
In fact, we've had to move a little bit away because we now have a second table through the National Council with another set of partners. Steve's colleague Ethan has been part of the dialogue table that has really focused a good deal on the Middle East and Israel-Palestinian questions. That has proved to be difficult to the point that we weren't able to get to other things. And so we now have a second table which looks at interfaith marriage and a whole range of questions that we may have more common ground on. This is disingenuous in my judgment, because, as I've been trying to say to my colleagues, lack of adequate concern for the state of Israel is incompatible with real concern for the Jewish people. So you can't somehow or other bracket that one out and say, well, we're not going to talk about it. Having said that, there may be ways that we can say, for now, we set it aside to this other table in order to get on with other things, realizing that we're not putting aside the question of Israel, we have to deal with it. The National Council of Churches includes a number of churches that have been critical of the Israeli government. I guess what I would hope is that it would be recognized that the intent there is the well-being of Israel. So Steve has to trust that intent even while disagreeing with some of the conclusions.